Yeah, that didn't end up being the WrestleMania main event that I had dreamed about for years. How do you people agree to this? How do you even come up with this? Who in their right minds thinks, hey, let's drag someone to their worst moments to relive them? What kind of masochistic grease to it? Why would anyone want that? I saw what you did to John Cena a few years ago, making him relive loss after loss after loss, and then having him face the camera and say that those moments made him better for it. No, I always figured that if a CM Punk showcase was ever pitched, I'd politely tell them to take a hike. But then I saw what was done for Paul Heyman last year, what was done for the whole Bloodline dynasty. Suddenly it wasn't just reliving history, it was rewriting it. Instead of trying to take something positive from those losses, Heyman did what he always does and spins it into a victory by literally rewriting history. Well, if he can do it, I can do it better. Using what 2K calls slingshot technology, we can take any what-if dream you've ever had and make it a reality. Dream matches, ripple effects, righting wrongs, and changing history. That's what CM Punk has always been about.
Roman Reigns pumping himself up, trying to take control of this triple threat match. Critical moment here.
And CM Punk down in the middle of the ring. This dream WrestleMania main event may be about to turn into a nightmare.
And Roman Reigns is about to turn CM Punk's lights out at the Showcase of the Immortals. The guillotine is cinched in.
Will Punk tap out? Is Punk going to tap out? Remember, the ropes will not force a break here, but what a counter by Punk into the jackknife cover, and Reigns has to kick out.
A much-needed way out of jail just in time, and the transition now.
Anaconda Vice cinched in. Reigns is in trouble. Punk squeezing with everything in his being.
And Rollins now saving the matchup for himself as he looks to turn Punk on his belly and going for a sharpshooter here.
And now locked in, a tap out here for CM Punk. Ends the entire thing, surely now. Seth Rollins closing in on victory, but denied by Roman Reigns.
And now Reigns to Rollins into the guillotine.
Rollins now in jeopardy. Can the Visionary fight his way out? Look at the power from Seth. Northern Lights suplex.
A cover, and a kick out.
Transition once again from Roman Reigns back into that choke, but a stomp from CM Punk breaks it up. Wait up, Cole.
Got a sling by Punk to GTS for the victory. Hook to the leg. Isn't it up, and a kick out at 2.
How on earth did Rollins find the will to survive?
And Heyman, wow, look at him.
The wise man distraught on the outside of the ring, understandably so.
Saw his man so close to victory there, but denied by a late kick out.
And now CM Punk, the only man standing. 12 years after his last WrestleMania match, Punk is hanging strong with the two men that have remained at the top of our industry in Punk's absence.
CM Punk looking to end it, cinching in the Anaconda Vice submission. Can the Visionary hang on? Kneeing his way out. And he's free. In the corner, has to find a way out of there.
Thinking of going high risk here.
Incoming! Carefully placed stomp to the arm. Up and Falcon Arrow. Thunderous club comes down. Very effective.
Carried in a jeopardizing position here.
Targeting the chest. Very effective. He is looking to do some serious harm.
Whipped clear out of the ring, has to be all out of sorts right now. Oh man, that's just not right.
And he's absorbed some stiff offense already.
The spine absorbing all of that impact.
Into the ring again now. Russian leg sweep. Loving blow. He connects with a counter. Oh, look at this. Neck breaker after the float over. That was pretty.
And he manages to escape just in the nick of time.
Oh, ended up getting caught up in the air. Cover for the win. Kicks out before the 2 count. Not quite enough to put him away.
Trying to work the leg here.
The natural dominance of Reigns getting a bit challenged there.
Rollins unleashed his athleticism there.
Uh-oh. And he scores a reversal on Rollins.
Be looking for a neck breaker here.
Oh, forearm smash.
Reigns' lack of mercy being met in kind there.
Yeah, Rollins looked energized on that one. Punk avoids the attack.
Float over neck breaker.
Picture perfect.
He quickly slides into...
Oh, yeah, from the top.
Flying elbow drop. The Architect getting rocked by the one and only CM Punk.
Seth is down for the count. Breaks the close count.
They may not have too much left, but they at least...
And Punk looking to gain control with a kick to the midsection, but Rollins still in this match.
While Rollins looking to break up this apparent GTS attempt and does so, but right back into the line of fire himself.
Bang.
GTS connects.
Spear by Reigns.
Stop by Rollins. All 3 men down. Critical moment in this match.
Oh my, what absolute chaos and bedlam inside the ring. If one man can get a cover here, it may be over.
Paul Heyman, of course, out here with this loose alliance with Punk, his quote-unquote friend. Of course, he has the history with Reigns, and now he gives the tear to Punk.
Heyman showing his true colors tonight.
That favor called in by CM Punk about to pay dividends here. No disqualifications in this kind of match.
And Punk stalking Reigns, and a low blow by Heyman. What the hell?
You made me go. You made me go. Made my Bible
Roman Reigns' life was passing before his eyes, and now Heyman going to offer the chair to the tribal chief.
Bow down at the feet of the tribal chief. You have to think this was the plan all along to take out CM Punk.
And now Reigns, chair in hand. Boom!
My first couple of years with WWE were a whirlwind. I was ECW champion, I teamed with DX at the Survivor Series, and I finally made it to WrestleMania. I won Money in the Bank at WrestleMania 24, which led to what most consider to be the best cash-in of all time.
CM Punk has done it! Mr. Money in the Bank has become Mr. World Champion!
This upset a lot of people, including my old friend JBL. JBL didn't like a thing about me, how I looked, how I talked, how I wrestled, music choice. Everything about me bothered him. And he saw SummerSlam as his opportunity to declare to the world that CM Punk does not belong. JBL thrives when he can strong-arm somebody, a true tyrant who takes great pleasure in badgering anyone who sees beneath him. I had no illusions that this was going to be an easy fight. My only plan was to hit him as hard as I could and beat the respect into him at SummerSlam. Now go put JBL in his place. Avoid the clothesline if you can. And let's make sure JBL feels like he's been sent to hell.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. and is for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Michael Cole coming to you alongside Corey Graves and Wade Barrett, live from SummerSlam. CM Punk, who captured his first World Heavyweight Championship just 7 weeks ago, is set for his biggest title defense yet.
Cole, why are you focusing so much on Punk when we are in the midst of the wrestling god? And our next World Heavyweight Champion, John Bradshaw Layfield. JBL has the look of a champion, the entrance of a champion, and he may be minutes away from becoming a champion.
JBL telling Punk last week that fairy tales aren't real, that midnight will strike here tonight at SummerSlam.
Talk about Cinderella. JBL's been calling Punk Cindy lately.
JBL, the longest reigning champion in SmackDown history, hopes to add the world title to his collection tonight. He's had great success over the years here at SummerSlam. Here's the man who won the title at the end of June when he cashed in Money in the Bank in a surprise on Monday Night Raw. CM Punk, the underdog who has had uphill battles ever since winning the World Heavyweight Championship, has held on to that championship, and he's worn it proudly. CM Punk fans have been saying CM Punk is not a so-called transition, and that's what Punk hopes to prove tonight.
JBL has called Punk a transitional champion, and worse. This is another top test for Punk here at SummerSlam.
Introducing the challenger from New York City, weighing in at 290 pounds, John Bradshaw Layfield, JBL. And his opponent from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 222 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, CM
That's what it's all about, folks. The World Heavyweight Championship. A prize worth fighting for.
CM Punk is a champion who lives by his own rules. In the lead-up to this match tonight, Punk has refused to give in to JBL's intimidation tactics.
Well, in the words of CM Punk, sometimes it's what you don't do that makes you who you are. But I think Punk's defiance has only angered JBL even further.
And that could be a grave mistake. A fired-up and furious JBL is not something you want to deal with. Mess with the bull, and you get the horns.
Punk prides himself in being disciplined and having plenty of self-control. He's going to need all that here tonight against Bradshaw. A 17... Here we go! Crossbody from the top! The champion is willing to take every risk tonight.
And he heads back into the ring.
Oh, clothesline.
Oh, the elbow connects. And Punk is really putting the pressure on.
Credit to Punk for finding a way to overwhelm JBL for the moment.
This match is sort of a new school versus old school. CM Punk and JBL respectively. Who do you give the advantage to?
I have to go with CM Punk. Sure, JBL is a veteran, but Punk is on the bleeding edge of in-ring competition. Punk is inventive. He's still growing his game. JBL might be too set in his ways. And there might be a lot of support in the crowd tonight for CM Punk, but I think that just adds more rage to every strike JBL delivers. JBL relishes at the opportunity to put a beating on anybody.
Well, we all know that JBL prides himself on being, quite frankly, a bully. And he wants to bully CM Punk all over Indiana tonight.
Bang! He finds a counter. Gets lifted into position.
Can't prepare your face for that.
Oh, that just busted it wide open.
And JBL has gone so far as to call Punk a transitional champion, a fluke even. Bradshaw called this championship run by Punk pathetic. That is a direct quote, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, say what you want about Punk's run. He's knocked off some of the best, including Bradshaw once and Batista on a couple occasions.
JBL fears no man.
Oh, the referee got hit inadvertently. CM Punk is a champion who lives by his own rules. In the lead-up to this match tonight, Punk has refused to give in to JBL's intimidation tactics.
Well, in the words of CM Punk, sometimes it's what you don't do that makes you who you are. But I think Punk's defiance has only angered JBL even further.
And that could be a grave mistake. A fired-up and furious JBL is not something you want to deal with. Mess with the bull, and you get the horns. Airborne!
Crossbody from the top.
Tremendous impact. What a move by the champion. CM Punk, the surprise champion who cashed in the Money in the Bank contract back in June, shocking the entire sports entertainment world. And many are still shocked that he's champion today.
None more shocked than JBL, but tonight is the opportunity to put all the doubters to rest.
Every time Punk defends that title, he has to prove himself again and again. The championship's around his waist because he earned it.
Trying armbar. Triangles in.
Hold is locked in for the moment, but JBL escapes.
He's hooked up. And pin slam.
Talking about these men, they couldn't be any more different. For JBL, it's all about running business, Wall Street, having a championship in one hand and a beer in the other. Very much the opposite of CM Punk, Corey.
It's country versus alternative music, Cole. But just because Punk prefers soda over beer or video games over boardrooms doesn't make him any less deserving of the World Championship.
This match is sort of a new school versus old school. CM Punk and JBL respect.
Swapping some big-time swings here. Ooh! No end in sight to this exchange.
Looks like a hockey fight's just broken out.
You can feel the contact, and so does the WWE Universe. Ooh, what a damaging blow. Ooh. And for JBL, he likes to talk about fighting for the old school guys. Likes to look down on the new school superstars like CM Punk. JBL says he won't be pushed out by these twerps.
I would tally that sentiment to self-preservation. JBL isn't going to allow a guy like Punk to take a spot he's worked an entire career for. You don't achieve longevity in this game without putting the boots to some ankle biters.
Lands face first.
Look at the power of the wrestling god, JBL.
The challenger is going for it. Kicks out on the pinfall attempt.
He is far from
The pin for the championship. Oh my, how in the world did he kick out? For CM Punk, this is a must-win match, not just to retain his title, but to prove himself to all the naysayers out there.
There are those, including JBL, who just don't believe Punk is cut out to be a champion. JBL thinks this match is his chance to end Punk's Cinderella story and grab some gold for himself in the process.
Certainly no love lost between these two, and with the title on the line, we can expect one heck of a fight. Counter by CM Punk. And for JBL, he likes to talk about fighting for the old school guys. Likes to look down on the new school superstars like CM Punk. JBL says he won't be pushed out by these twerps.
I would tally that
Takeoff!
Wow, cross body!
The champion taking the high-risk option to retain the title.
Big boot!
Monk.
Inside cradle applied, shoulders down.
Kicks out at just one.
Showing that resilience, not an easy competitor to keep down at all.
This match is sort of a new school versus old school. CM Punk and JBL respectively. Who do you give the advantage to?
I have to go with CM Punk. Sure, JBL is a veteran, but Punk is on the bleeding edge of in-ring competition. Punk is inventive, he's still growing his game. JBL might be too set in his ways.
Mongolian chop.
And there might be a lot of support in the crowd tonight for CM Punk, but I think that just adds more rage to every strike JBL delivers. JBL relishes at the opportunity to put a beating on anybody.
Well, we all know that JBL prides himself on being, quite frankly, a bully. And he
Throwing caution
Crashing to the floor.
Wrong move at the wrong time, directed at the wrong target.
Indy counters. Punk never saw that coming. CM Punk, the surprise champion who cashed in the Money in the Bank contract back in June, shocking the entire sports entertainment world. And many are still shocked that he's champion today.
None more shocked than JBL, but tonight is the opportunity to put all the doubters to rest.
Every time Punk defends that title, he has to prove himself again and again. The championship's around his waist because he earned it.
Punk looking to impose his will on his opponent, and a butterfly backbreaker.
Highly competitive match. Punk defending the championship. JBL whipped into the corner, and there's the vintage running knee by Punk.
And what a shocking victory this could be for the young up-and-comer CM Punk, but denied by JBL.
Bradshaw just too powerful for Punk, and now the wrestling god teeing off.
Yeah, JBL doing what he does best, manhandling his opponent. And JBL not too comfortable on the ropes, but going up there anyway.
Gotta do something here to put CM Punk away, and that may well do it, but it looks like JBL injured himself in the process.
Both men down, the official counting away here. First man to his feet could gain the advantage in the matchup. JBL looks like he's gonna just crawl to the cover. Shoulders are down. Punk kicks out.
And a late kick out there from CM Punk. Just enough gas left in the tank, and you can see the cogs whirring behind the eyes of JBL.
JBL looking to end it all here with a clothesline from hell.
Punk dodges out in time.
The champ kicks out with authority.
He may be down, but somehow he's definitely not out at this point.
Manages to reverse it.
Opponent lifted up, jaw, meet knee, down with a GTS.
The champ might have just sealed things.
Quick into the cover, this could be it.
He's done it. CM Punk retains.
Here is your winner, and still the World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk.
Ladies and gentlemen, you just have to get used to this. Once again, CM Punk has silenced the critics and proven himself as a champion.
This was a must-win title defense for Punk, and like you said, now everyone knows the champ is no easy target.